book, and it is about places that children go with their mom and dad. I'm going to show you the title, With My Mom and Dad. You want to read the title with me? With My Mom and Dad. Now, before we read the book, we need to start thinking about what might be in this book. So I want you to think about where you go with your mom and dad. Jeremiah, where do you go?
Taco Bell.
Where do you go, Jacoby?
To McDonald's.
You go to McDonald's with mom and dad. Ayana?
I go to restaurants.
To where?
Restaurants.
Restaurants. All right. How about Jessica?
I go with my mom and dad.
You all go to the movies? Oh, what about you, Skylar?
Disneyland.
Disney on Ice? Oh, wow. Another place, Jeremiah.
Cooking class.
Cooking class? Wow, that sounds like a fun place to go. Do you ever go shopping with mom and dad?
Yes.
Do they ever take you with them to the bank?
Yes. And the zoo.
The zoo. But sometimes we have to just go on errands, don't we? And I think in this book, they aren't going to be going very many real exciting places. They're just going to go on errands in town. So I want you to take a book, and we're going to do a little picture walk. But before we do the picture walk, let's take a good look at that title again. Would you put your finger under the word that says with? You ready to read it?
With my mom and dad.
Now, when we take our picture walk, we're not really looking at the words. We just want to check the pictures out. So let's turn, I see the title page. Why don't you read the title page with me? With my mom and dad. All right, now let's do this. Where do you think this boy is? Let's don't look at the words. Let's just look at the picture. Where does it look like they are?
To the bank.
Oh, what do you think they're doing at the bank?
Putting cards
When they put their card inside, what happens?
Making money.
Money comes out. So you've done that before. Now turn the page. Where's she go with her mom?
Outside.
They're somewhere outside, aren't they? When we read the words, you see water. Okay, when we read the words, we'll think about what that could be. But thank you for just looking at the picture. And now where are they?
At the hospital.
Maybe the hospital, or could be the doctor. We'll check it when we read the words. Could be the nurse. I like the way you're thinking of many different things. Where are they?
It's a shop.
A shop, or they might call it a store.
A store.
Maybe.
Sometimes they're in the playground. They're in the playground.
Is there another name that it might be if it's not the playground?
Park.
Could be park. We're going to check it closely when we read. You ever go to the mailbox?
Yes.
What do you do at the mailbox, Skylar?
Put
What happens when you put it in there? Take it, they deliver it. Oh, you think they're at the library?
A librarian.
I think that person's a librarian. Jeremiah, I'm proud you know that. All right, now, let's go back and look at the title again, because I want to make sure we know this one new word. Would you take your two pointer fingers and frame the word that says with? That's our new word, with. Well, what does it start with? Yes, and when we frame, we fix it like that's the picture and our fingers are the frame. Good framing. What's the first word again, Ayana? First letter?
W.
W. What do you see at the end on with?
H.
Yeah, and I see a TH. This word says with. We're going to need this word to read this book, okay? I'm going to read the first page with you. Turn past the title page. All right, now I'm going to put my finger under, and we're going to make sure that we match what we say with what we see. So let's put our finger under I. Let's read it together. I go to the bank with my dad. Oh, wait, now I want to ask you something. When I saw this picture, I thought they might say, I go to the machine. But you all knew that word was bank because you looked at the first letter, didn't you? Yeah. When you're reading this book by yourself, I hope you'll check the first letter. with the picture. I'm going to let you spread out because you're ready to read this whole book. Would you spread down here, Skylar, and Jacoby, you come down here. Use a little reading voice. And Jeremiah, tell us what we do if we finish the book before Miss Riley calls. We reread to help us with fluency. I can move this way, Skylar. I want you to read with my mom and dad. Use your little voice, okay? Can I listen to you read this page? You ready to read this one? Can you read that? I love what you're doing. I saw you. You know what I saw you do? I saw you go, and then you looked at that. Let's check it. So do a slow check and see if it could be pond. Now, would you go back and read the whole thing and make sure it makes sense?
Mom, I go to the pond.
I want you to do that every time, just like you did that.
I go to the doctor with my mom.
Doctor, you look at the picture. I'm going to listen to him. You keep going just like that.
I go to the doctor with my dad and with my mom.
Make sure if your finger's in that it's under the word, okay?
I go to the with my store.
Wow. Can I ask you to check one thing? Right here you said book. Is there something that needs to be fixed? Look at that again. Let's put the S on, okay? Go back and read the whole thing and add that S. A little bit louder.
We go home to read the book. I go
Books.
to books.
Yeah, because it has an S on the end. We just see one book in the picture, but we have to check and make sure that what we're saying makes sense and it looks right. Read it one more time.
We go home to read the book.
You are ready to read this book.
I go to the doctor with my mom. I go to the store with my dad. I go to the park with my dad. I go play shop with
You can go back and reread.
I go to mailbox. I go to with my mom. We go home with my dad. The books.
We go home. Now, I want you to read it. You found it before I had to even ask. You cross-checked that. It would sound right to say we go home and read the books, wouldn't it? It sounds right, but does it look right?
We go to
You knew it didn't look right. Would you go back and reread that?
with my dad.
I'm going to ask you to read the page for me, but I didn't get to hear you read. I'm going to hear you read this page.
I go to the doctor with my mom.
How did you know that word was pond?
I go to
Did you see some water? What did you notice about the way the word looked? Did you get your